Alrighty, so I just wanted to make a quick video onto something that I just freshly discovered. I was playing around with a lot of tools and something that with MVPs and everything that I do on a daily basis involves building sexy software. And I, for the longest time, was looking for tools, and I saw Figma for code. I have played around with it, but like if I don't layer things well enough inside Figma to code, I struggle with it. And I recently dabbled into a tool called Kombai, um, AI agent for front end development, and I used it for a while. So it's pretty neat. I have been using it, and I just wanted to make a quick video around how you can kind of enhance your design philosophy. So, firstly, if you really want to get good at design, what in my language, what I think design is a lot of acquired taste. What does that mean? Is you try to go through apps and really acquire taste. I think a lot of design sense comes from taste, which is observing a lot of websites that you like and trying to kind of destructure what do you like about them, uh, thinking from first principle what works, what does not work, and things like that. So what you can do honestly a lot of times is just go to these websites. For example, Plain here has a pretty neat UI. You can see stuff and they just try to understand what kind of inspires you uh, from this. And another thing is using Stratsion. I mean, I am a huge fan of Stratsion. The reason being is I think it's one of the best UI guideline for any developer who doesn't really understand design. I think if you just like you're good with Stratsion, you can at least build out. You don't need to worry about the groundwork, and like you can do components, you can do blocks. So what I really wanted to kind of dabble into was how, at least I've been playing around with Kombai just to try to showcase a very small example. So here right now I have this screenshot which was I just took it from Linear, and I kind of wanted to replace it with something that could match my vibe. And that's when uh, I was just dabbling with the idea that like what if I try to replace it with a dashboard. So what I will just try to quickly interest you guys into is trying to replicate this dashboard using Kombai. Um, and that's what I have been doing with a lot of products that I have been dabbling around with. So boom, I'll take a screenshot of this dashboard, and what I'll do is just go to the code base. I already have installed Kombai. I know the people, so it's a pretty neat platform. And I'll just try to close every fluff that I can think of the time being is. So in my code base, at least the component is put inside, and page inside the built by C team features card, product features card. Yeah, just below it probably product preview. So it's put here, and what I'll do is I'll just go to Kombai. I'll just paste this image, and I can do Figma as well. By the way, that's pretty neat. What I like about it, and I can do quick settings, like do a lot of stuff. I'll try to make more videos, but what I'll do is uh, in the product preview component, uh, I wanna replace the image.png, or actually it was the image, yeah, image.png with uh, uh, with the with the dashboard that I have attached, but in Emerald, which is like the theme of my website, Emerald theme. Um, so make a new component, um, component for this image, like a premium dashboard, uh, and put it inside the product preview, and boom, we hit it in. It works through it, and I'll just pause. So what I like here is it has created the component. And the good thing is like I can always preview something on the top, and even from the very little preview that I can see, if I kind of try to go through it, like I know the component is written neatly enough, not like some fluff code, and I will can just like simply use this component into a file. So what I'll do is I'll just add this in, and I kind of did everything. This gives me a neat preview. What I like at least comparison to cursor is like now at least I have a preview of everything. So boom, saving everything inside. That's how I like to use Kombai, and I think that's where it shines compared to normal cursor. And once I kind of just save everything up, boom, it's added in into the page. Uh, it matches pretty high accuracy. Building something like this would have taken me a lot of time. And what I usually do is I try to go through these components, and what my philosophy for building good design as a vibe coder is you go through these pages, you like their design, you even go through dribble, you take the screenshot, boom, put it inside Kombai and things like this, and you see the quality of code written. You try to understand what are some common tailwind patterns, what really makes a difference between a basic thing. For example, something as simple as a normal input versus this micro interaction. This what matters, right? And what they have is like a rounded focus and everything. Now, this is something that you can observe once you actually see how these kind of codes are written, and this is what has been my design philosophy. Go through things, try to see how the components are broken down, how is everything organized, try to see, because a lot of people and all these newer tools, what they do is like they boom 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 put in everything inside a single component. But no, actually Kombai like allows you to kind of see everything for how it would really be inside a production based code base, distributed into smaller components, seeing how you can actually use it. So yeah, I think that's one of the things that I have realized a lot over time building good UIs. And hope you like the video. Drop a bookmark if you like it. I'll be putting out a lot more tips along the same lines. So